Grades complement learning, or learning can complement grades. So if they can learn, they can achieve grades. So if you can target.
और अब जब O levels और A levels की अगर बात हो रही है, people have learned how to take the test.
Yes,
absolutely. That's past paper. There's nothing else in that. Now the key points from here is, before we move on to the next, is that quality teaching matters, and it's time we started acting like it did. Because it's not about doing and giving past papers, which is something that is the norm. So I'm not only coming back to you, that's what everyone's doing. But I didn't do it in my Dhammavala job school. So there was a time when that didn't happen. Okay everyone, there was a time in Pakistan when that didn't happen.
Yes.
Quality teaching in every classroom is the biggest equity issue in education today. How can we do this? अगर ये जवाब हमारे पास आ जाए, we'd be really sailing as far as Pakistan and our education crisis is concerned. हमारे पास जो raw material है, वो इतना फटीचर है कि they can't even begin to think that they could reach the quality teaching thing. That is my personal opinion after working in schools for 26 years. Now, it's no use saying we are doing our best. You've got to succeed in doing what is necessary. And doing what is necessary is putting a quality teacher in every classroom. How do we do that? That's the question. How do we do that?
What is necessary?
It's professional learning and continuous professional development.
But again, that depends on the definition of each teacher. But some marks are necessary, some knowledge is necessary.
We have to have our philosophy. Have we agreed कि quality teacher क्या होती है? Yes. क्या quality teacher कौन होता है? Do you agree on that? Yeah. Now, to this quality teacher, everything is necessary. Marks, learning, grade, attitudes, behaviors, emotions, intelligence, problem solving. कोई चीज नहीं है जो हमने अपने bracket से बाहर रखी है.
Progress as well. Progress.
Going up in the world, thinking, everything is important. इसमें से अगर एक चीज भी निकाल लेंगे, we take a puzzle out और वो incomplete रह जाएगा. What good is a school system at the end जिसमें grade numbers? Let's be real. Yes, no, maybe. Where do you think सारी दुनिया की grading होती है universities की? वो किस बल पे करते हैं? क्योंकि hamburgers कितने अच्छे मिलते हैं उनकी cafeterias में? Grades.
So everything is important.
Obviously, everything is important. Now within the grades, let's keep everything in place. It's like having a balanced diet.
So how we are implementing all these things, that is the main thing.
It's understanding the balance between everything.
Smart teaching.
Khatam. That's it. Smart teaching. Understand this. और पूरी दुनिया में बोलते रहे ये लोग, अंग्रेज, अमेरिकन, whoever else. At the end of the day, it is a grade that matters to you and to me and to everyone else. Let's agree with that.
Yes.
Are we agreed with that?
Yes.
Now, keeping that as a goal, let's not deny the role of the teacher in making a difference. Let's not take her place away from creating that perfect environment where that grade actually comes from knowledge and not from ratta. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not saying, and in places where you have to do the ratta, do it. I'm all for ratta, actually, by the way, also.
Yes. You have to. There has to be a balance.
मैं वही बोल रही हूँ ना, let's strike a balance in a real world. नीचे रख के बैठो पाँव जरा, दोनों लगाओ जरा जमीन पे. Because the moment एक टांग ऐसे करके होती तो जरा romantic ख्याल आने लगता. I want to spend that. No romantic ख्याल. Okay. इस चेयर में बैठ के कहाँ romantic ख्याल? बारी-बारी लगवाती रहूँगी नीचे ताकि जरा उड़ो नहीं ना, तो तुम लोग तो कहीं और ही चल पड़ते हो. In some romantic place.
Grades and assessment are person not likely to go to a doctor who is not assessed to be a doctor by certain authorities, and I would prefer to go to a doctor who is graded higher than others.
Absolutely, that's how it goes in the real world. Okay, professional learning, continuous professional development. Excellence in education in Pakistan now can only come through professional development. very simple. 0, nil bata nil. It will never happen. It will never happen. We are too far away. There is no quality pre-service. There is no quality in service. There is nothing except you all to make yourselves the excellent teachers that are going to make a difference. Yes, no, maybe? Now, I want you to look at this. Jaldi se, I want you to take a moment, what like all of 3 minutes, and skim and scan down these 8 points on changes in continuous professional development policy from various sources. Achha ji, so there is a clear focus from individual to organization. Let's do it this way. From fragmented piecemeal to focus. From district focus, this is more in the government sector, to school-based approaches. From focus on adult needs to student center. From training conducted away from the job, from orientation to transmission of knowledge, to skills. आपने 2 बोलना है, come on.
To skills.
To skills. From staff development directed towards teachers, continuous improvement in the performance of everyone who is affecting students' learning. And from staff development for individual teachers to learning community. Zindabad. ये बहुत एक important handout है. As people who have been called to attend this conference, it is clear that you are in promoted positions, and therefore this is what you must know. You must know what this is, and you must be able to hold your own in a discussion and know about the way looking at continuous professional development has shifted from one to the other. Student learning is heavily dependent on teacher learning. Yes. मेरा ये मानना है कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स जनरली कॉलेजेस और यूनिवर्सिटीज में इतने रद्दी इसलिए होते हैं because they have a very poor background of schooling and they have a very poor experience of their teachers. Their teachers are not learning teachers. Now CPD terms जो आजकल हैं, I thought you needed to know these for teacher development, in-service education and training, staff development, career development, human resource development, professional development, continuing education and lifelong learning. This is the one that we are looking at as our understanding of continuous professional development. It is continuing education, not training. Education and lifelong learning. It is helping you to understand your career and your profession. That is what this development is about. It's not about learning how to manage time and learning how to put resources away and learning how to make a lesson plan. It's deeper and far, it's more extended than just the basic routines of classroom. Now there are many types of teacher learning. I wanted us to understand this. We continuous professional development को कम से कम आज अच्छी तरह से समझ के यहाँ से जाओ. There's formal pre-service जो हमारे वतन में luckily नहीं है. How nice, अगर होती भी तो कोई ना जाता. I often think कि फिर अगर होती तो कौन जाता? Maybe. B.Ed SHED तो हम मानते हैं. B.Ed SHED is a metric का 3rd class course and come and talk to me about it. गर्दन वहीं उनकी उतारनी है. हाय. बकवास होने से ना होना बेटर है. It doesn't exist. Let's cut it on that. If anyone asks you, say मैंने कहा था. हम तो कह रहे थे ठीक पर उन्होंने कहा नहीं. We'll go on that. कैमरा रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं. ये कट करा देना बाद में. अच्छा बेटा, क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? Good boy. There's ad hoc on the job training, which is traditional. There's professional associations like SPELT and other places where people might go. Pakistan में वो भी नहीं है. There's informal self-directed info, where people are generally keen to understand themselves, occasionally pay for a workshop, go to the seminars, workshops themselves and are interested to know kya ho raha hai, kahan kya hai, let's go and see what's happening. There's formal in-service. वो भी नहीं है. Do you want to challenge me on this? बोल दो कि वो भी है.
कभी कभार तो होते हैं.
चल मान ले. ये मेरी दोस्त है यास्मीन, what she says we'll take it. And there's formal postgraduate study. Yes, there is. But this postgraduate formal study has got one very important element if it is connected to schools, that it does not cater for real practice in real schools. It is all completely bookish, unrelated to what is really happening in school. So that formal in-service and formal postgraduate study will be not worth the paper that it is printed on.
Immediately that is irrelevant.
Completely, not immediately, it's irrelevant, period. Now types of teacher learning, alternative approaches, action research, where teachers look in something that is going wrong in their own class and find out what it is. Action learning, formal mentoring, professional standards, certification, mandatory, voluntary. ये बाहर मुल्क की बातें हमारे वतन की नहीं, इसलिए खुश मत हो जाना कि अल्लाह हमें नहीं मिला certification. Professional learning modules and learning communities, which is what I'm going to build this on. Learning communities. हमारे दोनों sections में learning communities की बात हुई है सुबह in the main plenary. That teachers have to be part of learning communities, and in the one that I was moderating with Dennis Taylor, I'm sure जो दूसरे कमरों में थे वो भी इस किस्म की बातें सुन के आए. What is a learning community?
Everybody is learning.
The whole environment is
Sharing experiences from each other, collaborative, professional learning.
Process from childhood until student learns.
This is, we are not talking about students. We are talking about teachers.
Open-minded.
Learning community. What is a learning community?
Consists of
Okay,
open-minded.
learning community is about open-mindedness. Marji, bolo.
It's a chain interaction है इसके बाद ही होगा.
Let's go to this first. ये हमने कर लिया है. We're not going to go on this. A professional learning community exists when teachers develop the habit of sharing and critically interrogating their practice in an ongoing, अगला क्या लफ्ज़ है? Reflective, collaborative, inclusive, teacher-oriented, growth-promoting way. That is what a learning community is. Areas here. Is there anyone who's marked a 3 at any